Look at that, same butterfly, now over by my fire. It was over there on the side by side, now it's over here. Maybe that really is Chevelle. Is that you, girl? Well, if it is, follow me on the trail. And when I get to the top of this mountain, if you're there, I'll definitely know it's you. Don't go in the fire, it's pretty hot. Okay, let's go for a little walk here. We'll talk about Chevelle. So for anybody that watches the channel and doesn't really know about me and the dog and everything, basically I had Chevelle for 15 years and just about 4 months, and she died last July 13th, so July 13th, 2021. And I had to take her into the vet and put her down. It was the end. I fought and she fought, and we made it a long time, but she in the end she was suffering. I didn't let her suffer. I called the vet, I made an appointment, I took her in, and you know, and people don't really know, but you know, that dog to me was like my kid. It was we were really close. I never went anywhere without that dog. The only time that she was really away from me was when I worked at the mine, and she would stay at home or stay with somebody. But in the summertime, she'd come to work with me, just stay in the motorhome, and I would go and work my shift. Anyway, and so basically, she was, you know, I had a couple incidences with her over the years. I mean, one time we were actually kind of near where we are right now, and we came back from quadding, and she grabbed the ball to bring it over to me, and somebody had taken my Fisker's axe, and when they were done with it, they just laid it on the ground. And those things are razor sharp, those axes. And she came over, cut her paw, cut her artery, had to rush her in. Then there was another time she ripped her hide off on my bumper, you know. She had a good but rough life. And then another time, about 8 years old, she got pancreatitis, and I almost lost her there. And I had a decision, you know, make a $10,000 decision to have an operation or put the dog down. And so we fought, and looks like a bear was digging this up here. That would be a grizzly. And anyway, yeah, so we fought, and you know, we always kind of made it, you know. And in the end, it was, you know, she had a bad back leg since I think about 2017 was when she got her bad back leg, and then it was just really slowed her down, obviously, big time. And you know, she could still play ball. Like she was swimming in a mountain lake 2 weeks before she died, you know. But it was just the worst case scenario when she died. Like, I had that problem with my feet. If you've seen that video, my last camping trip with Chevelle, there's like 5 or 6 or 8 videos, something like that. I had hurt my feet, and what that ended up being was there's a band on the bottom of your feet, and if you're walking off on hard surfaces like hard floors, you'll damage your feet, and it's extremely painful. Like, just wear footwear, like slippers, whatever. if you got hardwood floors, don't do what I did. I got lucky, and after soaking my feet and stuff like that, everything's all good now. So, and I had some medication. It was basically just Advil. But it took about a month and a half, but it went away. So anyways, I had that problem. And Chevelle was like right on her last legs. I knew it was our last camping trip, and I just didn't want to let her go. Like, I procrastinated on everything, and that was just one thing I just didn't want to think about. I didn't even have her actual spot where I wanted to bury her. Like, most people would have that all figured out, but you know, I just always wanted to put it out of my mind, and I couldn't even talk about this. I couldn't even talk about her. You know, every time I did, it would make me feel pretty bad. It does right now, but it's easier. You know, it's a year later. It's a little easier, and but I just, you know, part of it was that I was mad because she had to go, or not mad, sad because she had to go, and then mad because we didn't get out of here. Like, I know this is a beautiful area and stuff like that, but we both just like to explore, and she fed off my happiness. When I was happy, that dog was happy, and I just wasn't happy in the end. You know, I wasn't happy living in the town I'm living in. I've been here too long. I've been here over 20 years. I wanted to travel, but I couldn't sell my house. I could have, but I would have literally had to give it away. It wasn't worth much, but you know, I wanted to get as much as I could for it, and it was needing a whole complete renovation. And you know, looking back, I should have just burnt the house to the ground, really, and got nothing for it, not a penny. And I know I would have been happier than the way it ended. So that part I got to live with forever. But I wish we would have just taken off in my truck and my toy hauler, and you know, and lived in the bush for her last, you know, 3 years or so. And it wouldn't have been like the early days when we were running around because she had that bad back leg, but we still would have been traveling around, seeing new people. And I just know that she would have been happier, and so would I. She still had fun here. I mean, we were always out playing. That dog was spoiled, but yeah, I kept wanting to make a video so that it made sense, like when I was showing my videos, because like some people that watch all my videos, they know what's going on. There's one video and it shows me digging her grave, and it just shows her collar and it says Chevelle, and so then they put, you know, they know she's gone, right? But I didn't say anything about it. I just put it right at the end of the video. It's supposed to be a part 8 coming to that video, but I haven't made it yet. Maybe this is it. But yeah, so that's you'll see a lot of videos. I'm just gonna post videos from the old days, like, because I took a ton of video over the years. Some back when we lived in the bush. We lived in the bush for about 4 years. 2.5 of them were totally off grid, like nothing but our wood stove. Had a generator and a little gazoo, my little green Chinese generator. Anyways, I took a lot of video, and I'll edit them, you know, soon enough. And it'll just kind of paint the picture of how things were with us. But that's why I just wanted to make the video, because I tried talking about her before, and I just wanted to cry, right? And yeah, it's just tough. So from here on in, it's just me in the videos, and I'm not getting another dog. I can't get another dog. I loved her, but at the same time, you know, it's, especially when they get old, it's a lot of work. And right before her death, like, it was too much. I was maxed out, you know. I'm the only one looking after. I got to make the money to pay the bills. I got to feed her, and it was like her stomach was, you know, like a time bomb. Like, you had to really watch what you fed her, and you had to feed her just little tiny amounts and not too much meat protein, or she'd have these little episodes, and it was so stressful on me, just because I loved her so much. But she's gone now, and you know, the show must go on, right? So from here on in, you know, this is how it's going to be. It'll just be me, and I'll be talking about her. But, you know, anybody watching this video, now you'll kind of know why she's not around and what happened to her. I mean, she's just shy of 15 years and 4 months. Like, that's a good life for a chocolate lab German pointer, you know. And I don't know if I'll hunt anymore. Like I don't know if I'll hunt grouse or anything. To me, it just won't be the same, you know. she's pretty handy to have too, right? She's retrieving them, so yeah, we'll see. I might not, but yeah. So let's get back to the show. I'm actually on another adventure right now, and that'll be in an upcoming video. And it's a pretty darn good one that we're on. This is probably about a 3-day trip. Just me and the side-by-side and all my gear, and yeah, but that'll be in another video. So I'm going to go and pack up camp, and let's get back to going to visit Chevelle's grave.